The Gift from the Golden Tree, a retelling of a Bengali folktale, written by Muriel Mandel, illustrated by Edward Kuntz. Prince Manco and his wife, Kava, were a happy couple. They ruled a kingdom in the jungles of Peru. They had been married for many years. The only thing missing from their life was a baby. One day, Kava was out walking with her sister, Runtu. A beggar said hello to the two women. Runtu walked past the man. But Kava stopped and gave him a gold coin. The man looked into Kava's eyes. "I know you wish for a child," he said, "and I can help. Deep in the jungle there is a tree," the man said. "It has leaves of gold. Every 100 years a single fruit grows on the tree. If you eat this fruit, you will give birth to a son." He reached into his bag and pulled out a red fruit shaped like a pear. This was the fruit from the tree. Kava happily held out her hand. "Wait," the beggar said. "Your son's life will be tied to a magic necklace. If the necklace falls into the hands of someone who wishes him harm, he could be hurt. Do you still wish to eat the fruit?" he asked. "Oh, yes!" she cried. The man whispered into Kava's ear, telling her that the necklace was buried under the gold tree. Then he gave her the fruit. Kava bit into the fruit. Many months later, Manco and Kava had a son. His name was Meta. The new parents were so happy. Runtu, however, was jealous of the couple's good fortune. She grew to dislike all three of them, but she was careful not to let her feelings show. When Meta was 8 years old, Runtu asked the boy if he knew where the necklace was hidden. He didn't know. Meta went home and asked his mother. Not thinking, Kava said, "Don't worry, son. It's safely buried under a gold tree in the jungle." Meta repeated his mother's words to Runtu. The next day, Runtu went into the jungle. She searched for days and found the gold tree. She dug around its roots. When she found the necklace, she put it on. Back at the palace, Meta became very pale. He stopped breathing and fell into his mother's arms. Prince Manco laid Meta down in a big temple, surrounded by a pretty garden. The gates were locked, and no one was allowed to enter except the gardener. The prince and Kava were incredibly sad. They thought they had lost their son. Everyone thought Meta was dead, but he was not. During the day when Runtu wore the necklace, Meta lay without breathing. At night, when she took the necklace off, he came back to life. Meta walked through the garden every night. Meta had a dream every day while he slept. He dreamed that Runtu found the necklace under the magic tree. She was using it to harm him. Meta had the dream so often that he knew it must be true. Many years passed. Meta grew into a handsome young man. One day, the gardener forgot to lock the gate. That evening, a young woman wandered into the garden to smell the flowers. Her name was Curie. When Meta saw Curie, he couldn't believe his eyes. She was the first person he had seen in years. "Fate must have brought you here," he said. Meta told Curie how Runtu had tricked his family. "We must get the necklace," she said. Curie went to the palace pretending to be a hairdresser. She offered to cut Runtu's hair. "My, what a pretty necklace," said Curie. "Can we remove it while I do your hair?" When Curie was finished, Runtu stood in front of the mirror looking at her hair. Curie grabbed the necklace and ran to the garden. Freed from the curse, Meta ran to the palace to see his parents. Prince Manco and Kava were thrilled to see their son. Prince Manco told Runtu to leave the kingdom forever. Meta and Curie were soon married and lived happily ever after.